Buenos dias, Gunners Collective. Back at it. You already know, gente. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Do the wave. Do the Humpty dance. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Like a what? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Like a torta with a snack habit. Buy-ya Twinkies. Buy-ya cupcakes. Buy-ya ding-dongs and ho-hos. Especially the ding-dongs for the big ones. Now, trip out in a menudo style in a direct fashion. You guys already see the thumbnail, so you know what it is. Is it serious? Eddie Murphy Delirious got him curious now, but trip out. It came across my feed, man, and I know the homeboy Dub spoke on it, but I wanted to speak my 2 cents on it, right? I have my opinion. You know, I have my analysis on this shit, right? Mr. Criminal, and no disrespect is intended when I say this Vaulto's name, because I can't disrespect someone I don't really know like that, right? I mean, I can have fun, and I tend to have a little bit of fun right here on Gunners Collective. You know, I clown a little bit. But as far as this spill goes, man, there's no disrespect to Mr. Criminal nor Spider-Loc. You know, correct. That's right, homeboy. Do your thing. I see these 2 individuals are in a war of words, or they did have a conversation that escalated quite quickly, right? And it escalated because Spider-Loc made a statement that he was entitled to make. Can't they guard? Was he entitled? Or is that entitlement? Is that like white privilege? Look, this Vaulto said that he wasn't going to do nothing with no Mexican rapper or nothing like that. He ain't trying to do all that, man. Trying to sign Mexican. Now, look, let's keep it real, gente. Raza, stand up. We are involved as people in the rap industry. It's been going on for years. We are involved in the lowrider community. There's a lot of things, B-boys, spray painting, stand up. There's a lot of things that the gente have been doing, the Raza have been doing for a lot of years, decades, humps. You know, we stand on our own. We definitely have infused ourselves in different cultures, and we definitely have made a pact. Black and brown is what I promote, man. So if there's rappers, black rappers, and we all know, man, hip hop is their thing. Hip hop is the black community's thing. They've been doing it. They put it on the map. They established it. But it wouldn't be what it was without the raza. It wouldn't be LA without Mexicans, black love, brown pride, and the sex again, right? Tupac said it. Fill it up with unleaded. It definitely wouldn't be what it is today if Mexicans, the raza period, weren't buying tickets to concerts, weren't bumping nothing but a G thing, weren't infusing themselves, and definitely supporting the black community, hip hop. Now, lately, and I say lately, but it's been going on for years, but it's more dominant now. Mexicans have been involving themselves in hip hop. There's some good rappers. You got the vatos like Mexican OT. You got vatos like Little Weirdo. You got vatos like Conejo. You got vatos like Mr. Capone. Scratch that. Reverse it. You got vatos that definitely are talented. They could rap. You know, and I hear a lot of people talk shit, talking about, oh, the vatos just want to be Africanos. They're trying to act black. They're doing this. They're good in cornrows and all kinds of shit. Oh, my. None of that matters. What matters is 2 cultures coming together, man, to make harmony, to make music. It's all about music. Hip hop is the rap game. Because I got 5 on it. You definitely know what it is. Right now, I don't got 5 on it. I'm broker than Baby Joker needing a typewriter. But one thing I know as a fact and for sure is that Mexicans are big supporters when it comes to hip hop. Now, you got vatos like Mr. Crim, right? Mr. Criminal, who's been doing this for several years. He's been rapping, and he can rap quite well. He's talented when it comes to rapping. You know, I'm not going to get into the gangsterish of this, right? Even though he did, and we're going to take it there. But when it comes to rapping, he definitely is that, okay? Now, Spider-Loc is in the community of rap as well as the streets, okay? But one thing I know for sure is Spider-Loc has credibility. He's validated in the streets as being a real one. When I say validated, I don't mean prison validation. I ain't trying to put nothing on anyone's plane. Get anyone caught up. Fuck all that, eh? I ain't telling on none of that, right? I just know that he has validation in the streets as being a real one, being a credible OG from his hood. Now, that man is entitled to make any statement he wants. If he doesn't want to work with Mexicans, if he doesn't think Mexicans rap good enough, if he doesn't think they're talented enough to stand on the same level as a brother, man, that is his opinion. He's entitled to that. Does it make sense and is it truth? Not my truth, but it's his, right? Now, Mr. Criminal took offense to that. And I'm here to tell you right now, gente, I'm going to have Mr. Criminal's back on this one. Spencer, brothers, you know I got love from way up above. But hey, here's knowledge you can't get in college, man. I'm about what's right and about what's wrong, right? And I think Mr. Criminal was right in this situation. So anyways, this statement was made, and Mr. Criminal actually got in contact with Spider and left him some voicemails, right? Now, Spider-Loc chose to air those voicemails. He chose to let the YouTube community know what the fuck time it was and how Mr. Criminal felt. And Mr. Criminal took it a whole different route. You know, being where he's from and representing what he represents righteously, that vato chose to turn it into kind of a racial thing and more of a gang thing than anything. You know, if a vato, and look, I'm not going to speculate and I'm not going to talk shit, bro. If a vato doesn't want to have any willings and dealings with you because of your ethnicity, you know, yeah, that hurts the heart. Especially nowadays. This is 2023. Yes, so we all struggled together. We struggled through the Bush administration. We struggled through COVID, right? We did a whole lot of shit together. Rest in masti, todo mine, right? So the struggle is real, and we all have been through our hardships. Every ethnicity has. You know, so I can adapt to the fact that vatos feel hurt, and I feel Mr. Criminal was hurt in this situation because he had more respect and a lot more, I don't know what you want to call it, respect is the word, right? For Spider-Loc, and Spider-Loc chose to say that basically blacks rap better than Mexicans. Now that's up to you to believe, but let's make a scenario go here, right? If you ask anybody, who's your top 5 rappers? Vatos are gonna say Tupac, DMX, what's that dude's one name? Raekwon, right? They're gonna have about 5 different vatos, and guess what? Hey, I'm here to tell you, razas pensan la tira. But most of those vatos are going to be Africanos. They're going to be black, right? They're going to be black. It's just what it is, right? A lot of us that listen to rap music, we don't listen to it because the vato's black or white or brown or whatever. You know, we're happy when we get a brown rapper that can rap good. I'm scared we bump him daily, right? But let's be real. Let's just keep it fucking cool. And in general, homes, most of the good, great rappers, man, are of Africano descent, right? And that's cool, man. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. You know what I mean? It's Pac over everything. Yes, however you want to do it, right? That's just how it is. Of course, there are some people that like Southern California Chicano rap or Northern California Chicano rap. There's some people that are into it and influenced by that type of rap style. And that's cool, Holmes. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You ask me my top 10, Woody's definitely going to be involved, and so is Conejo, one from the North and the South, right? So that's just how the wigglization is with me. You know, but with other people, you know, you ask me or ask them, they're going to say some African. It is what it is. You like what you like. I said no one can dictate your program but you. Now, Mr. Criminal felt how he felt, and he feels that Mexicans set the standard. They set the mark, Holmes, that we have our own lane, that the brown people are rising to the occasion, that there are a lot of young, talented brown rappers, man, that can hold their own when it comes to a rap battle, or can hold their own when it comes to collaborating on some rap shit. You know what I mean? Just as Sad Boy Loco and YG, they did something together. Back in the days, it was tight, right? That's just how it is. Anyways, there was these these voicemails that went on, man, that Spider-Loc basically put out there to the people, which, I mean, hey, sometimes you feel like a nut and sometimes you bust one. Well, he busted one, man. He busted one on YouTube and let everyone know exactly what type of person Mr. Criminal was when it came to what he had to say. And what Mr. Criminal said was pretty much, our people have been going at it with your people for centuries, eh? This ain't nothing new. This is tribalism, man. Our tribe versus your tribe. And he started to get into the racial aspects of things and the gang aspects of things, and basically started to try to politic, right? Now, that's not a good look, especially if you've never been incarcerated or done time to really politic like that, right? Then you don't know what the fuck you're really talking about. You're speaking for other people that haven't spoken. Okay, now everybody knows, and we're not going to sugarcoat or add preservatives, Holmes. There's always been a beef going on with the Africano brothers and the Southerners in prisons as well as on the streets. You know, in LA in the 90s, the wigglization was real, right? And it continues to be that way in some areas, but there's a lot of areas, man, where they kick back, they gel, they grew up together, man. It's all good in the hood, man. Who gives a fuck who's rapping? That's it, whether he's black or brown, they all appreciate a good beat. You know what I mean? The agenda is real. Now, Mr. Criminal took it that route. Why? You ask yourself. I asked myself why. The vato was feeling some type of way. He was bitter, not better. He was upset. And I agreed. There was reasoning to be upset. You know, or did I say accept or upset? Either way, I fucking said something. He had reason to be upset, man. And the reason was he felt that Spider-Loc was being racial, that he was basically saying Mexicans are less than. They're not of equal stature and standings when it comes to the rap game as blacks. Now, I'm not going to be here and bullshit you and say that they are, they aren't. I just know as a brown person, man, we're always going to rock with our people first and foremost, just like the brothers do with their people. You know what I mean? Hey, they'll burn this bitch down again to live and die in LA, right? They're definitely going to burn some shit down and then loot every Louis Vuitton store in the vicinity. It's just what it is, and it's how it's been going down. The brown people, it's harder for us to come together. I'm speaking north and south and east and west. It's hard for us to come together because Mr. Criminal's right. There's so much tribalism going on. There's so many people that don't like this guy for a particular reason, or don't like these people, or these guys are all bad, or these guys are not in good standings, or these guys are from up north, or they're from down south. And it's been like that for decades, centuries, Holmes, and it probably will continue to be like that for a little while longer until we all are forced to come together, man, to fight for the bigger cause, and that's life, right? So that's just how it is. But anyways, so this Vato started getting into the gangbanging. He started getting into the politics, but the only qualm I had with that, where I could say, Mr. Krim, you can't speak on politics and get into the intricacies and the details of that if you're not speaking righteously for your people. If your gente, and I'm talking about the southern side, not the other side, don't agree or condone it, Holmes, then you can't be the spokesman unless you're granted that place, right? That space. See, I hate to involve prison politics or the street politics, but they play hand in hand in the state of California. It just is what it is. Hey, the inside controls the outside, right? As long, hey, you hip to that, eh? As long as the inside is doing what they does, the outside better just fucking fall in line, Holmes, and branch and union and handle their business, because at the end of the day, anyone who's been incarcerated and done any time and was in that mix, they understand, Holmes, there's powers to be. There's vatos that speak for you. You can't speak for yourself. Now, you're a grown man, and you have errant opportunity to say whatever the fuck you want to say and to defend your people righteously. Bam, pura. That's what you're supposed to do. But some people don't see it that way. Some people see the bigger picture. Hey, Holmes, you're fucking our business up, bestie. Right? You're fucking our shit up. You're going to cause a situation to escalate over someone saying that blacks rap better than Mexicans. Everyone's entitled. It's a fucking opinion. It's like an asshole. It goes, when you hit it, it throbs, right? Just ask her. She'll tell you. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, when it comes to Mr. Criminal defending his people, I commend him, Holmes. I commend him for taking the initiative and doing what he did, but he got a little too vicious with his wordplay, man. He put a little too much out there. He spoke for a lot of people that you can't speak for. It's just what it is. Just like me right here. I'm for the people, by the people, but I don't speak for the people. If we have some bullshit that we want to put out there and talk about, and say, I'm going to be that mouthpiece to talk about it because I got the vernacular spectacular. You already know the spectacular vernacular. I can say it either way, and it comes out good in the hood. That's just how it is. Some people got it. Some people don't. It's just what's going to be. Spider LOC took it with a grain of salt and didn't return or reciprocate the bullshit. He just basically put it out there in that man's own words. This is what it is. And I also commend him for that. You don't understand, man. YouTube, social media, all these different platforms can blow up and make things and escalate things into bigger than they should be. You know, when it comes to the black and brown, that's a very sensitive topic and issue, man. You know, that's a very sensitive topic because everybody has their opinion. Everybody wants to join in the reindeer games. And guess what? Not everyone could fly like that eye in the sky. Not everyone could do that. Okay, when you have people like Criminal, I'm going to be honest with you, man. You know, regardless of how you feel about me or what you said, I could care less, right? But one thing I do have to say to you, and this is pura, and this is straight up to the point, Holmes. You're a rapper, okay? A rapper. Wrap your mind around this, right? You're a rapper, and it's time to do the Mike Jack and moonwalk back, man, and understand that at the end of the day, you got it out the mud like a real Mexicano, Holmes. You are a very talented individual and in your lane. But when you start to get into some gangster shit, when you start to speak for a gente, man, that you've never really done incarcerated and done time with, right? When you start to do that, regardless of what you claim or bang. See, that's why there's a word claim. You claim it, Holmes, but that's not saying they claim you, right? You claim something, you got to fight back, but you got to know how to do it, Holmes. Sometimes errant opportunity is there, bro, but you got to know how to play chess, not checkers, and know when to leap and bound. Do you understand what I'm saying? You got to understand that as a man, as a grown man that has a platform that's looked to for guidance that people admire or acknowledge or they're a fan of, you know, there's some people that you just don't get into it with. Now, I understand Spider said a derogatory statement. I understand that is a little bit racial. That was not cool. I don't condone that. And I'm not backing his play over a brown man's at all whatsoever. It will not never happen with the gun, right? But I will say he is entitled to say whatever he says. Just like when Whack 100 was getting into it with the rapper Tres de Canton, and he was saying fucking, you know, I ain't dealing with no Southsiders, I ain't dealing with no Mexicans. He felt how he felt. Now, we took it bad. I went in on him. Everybody else went in on him. A lot of people went in on him. But at the end of the day, man, we're going to do what we does because we're defending our people. But we know that it can escalate into something bigger. You have to be the bigger and better man, not the bitter and badder man. And you have to understand that when you're talking to especially black people or white people or, yes, the woods, brother, can I have coffee? Right? When you're talking to whoever you're talking to, you have to do it with professionalism and with class. Now, I understand that you were upset and you got into it. Well, our tribes have been going at it, so it is what it is. We can get off where we're mad at and this, and that. It's not that serious over a Vato saying, man, that he thinks blacks rap better than Mexicans. You know, in some cases they do, and in some cases a Mexican will beat them out. You just never know. I think we need to wrap our minds around coming together as a people and opening doors and helping each other out. Now, I've been singing the same old love song like Tony Braxton for a long time, trying to unbreak hearts, right? But I'm going to tell you, man, hearts are broken. It's too late. I understand, man, truly that the black and brown might not never come together, that we might not never see eye to eye. And that's cool and understandable. I have some good Africano homeboys, some good friends, you know, that feel the exact same way. They understand gun. We might be cool homes. We might low ride in that low ride, right? But at the end of the day, bro, all our peoples don't see the same things that we see. And I'm cool with that. I can live with that. As long as my brothers is brothers, right? We're cool. That's cool. You know, I get upset when I see people trip when Mexicans got cornrows or when Mexicans do this or do that. You know, I am a true believer in our culture. I am a true believer in keeping it original. I'm a true believer in our people was prospering, but never forgetting where we come from, our historia. I'm big on that. I've always been big on that. I've pressed that and pushed that since I started this, right? So I can understand that Criminal is the exact same way, man. He's very into his culture. He's very into his people. He's very into that scene. So he's going to defend his people tooth and nail to the best of his capabilities. And I respect that, Holmes. I admire that in him. And at the same token, I admire Spider LOC's, you know, intentions as well. I understand that he's a brother. He's on correct, doing his thing, right? And he feels the way he feels. At the end of the day, gente, this cannot escalate to become something much more than it is, rather than two gentlemen who had a disagreement. See, every time it comes to a black and brown man or a black and white man or a white and brown man, and two people have a disagreement, race gets involved. Well, it's because you're Mexican, is why, brother, on power, right? And vice versa. You know what I mean? Then we feel like we're a very prideful people, like we have to defend ourselves. Chale, we started low riding. Is this the motherfucking thanks we get, right? It's just the way it is, bro. You know, and that's another thing I wanted to touch on, man. I got into it with the brother the other day. Yeah, I did, right? We had a war of words ourselves, but we left it there and we walked away on good terms. And what he said was, why do Mexicans all try to always proliferate everything we do? Why do they want to be black? Why do they want to rap? Why do they say the N-word? Why do they wear cornrows? Why do they low ride? I said, well, hold on now. You were good at cornrows. Motherfucker, you was great at rap music. But when it comes to low riding, bro, don't step on our toes. Don't take that from us. Because if you watch the old videos, the nothing but the G things and all this and it's like that and like this and like that. And most of those low riders in those videos were from like the Majestics, the Dukes, you know, car clubs that are Chicano based, Mexicano based, up out of Los or wherever, even in Northern California, Frisco's finest and things of that nature, right? That's ours. But you guys could join in. Like this, you can have that too. You know what I mean? Everyone can low ride, eh? We all like to look good in the hood. And at the end of the day, if you're a man, and I'm speaking to all the men in the room right now, let me look around, make sure fucking my hyena's not around the corner tripping, right? Say, watch out. We all want to get a mamon, right? So fucking nice car, money, jewelry, mamon. Bingo. And the winners are. Look, here's my opinion on the matter, man. Shout outs and respects to Mr. Criminal as well as Spider LOC. These were two gentlemen that had a disagreement. Race should have never been involved. I'm tired of the same old bullshit. I'm tired of everyone always dragging everyone in. Oh, we can go at it. We can get off. We can, no. We don't want to. We want to go to work. We want to take care of our kids. Huh? We don't want to hear the sound of freedom. We want to do our thing. Don't involve us in your fucking, your bullshit games because it's making Miklo's fucking gambling look like bubblegum change. We're not trying to get involved in that. It's it. Jackie, stand up. What we're trying to do here is live in harmony. We understand, man, the black and brown community is the only way that we can make it, man, that we can get to those real bags, that we can exercise our rights, our freedoms, and our liberties to really do our thing and express ourselves, man, is together, man. Apart, dissension, division, man, never works out for nobody, man. Just ask the North and the South, man. We've been doing it for a lot of years and say, I got scars all over my body. It's all bad. Anyways, that's how I feel. Shout out to Criminal. Shout out to Spider Loc, man. That clears the air right there on what was said and what wasn't said, you know. And all I can say is, man, remind your own or your own will remind you. With that being said, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose, get everything that you want coming to you. And remember, at the end of the day, I'm going to be here. You're going to be here. We're all going to be here, man. I hope. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears Gun's crown. See, I'm going to continue to strive and struggle for what I honestly, truly believe in, and that's bringing everyone together, black and brown. See how I do that? Remember back in the days you used to do that, and they do this? That shit hurt. You know what I mean? Still, I come together. The gun. Bang, bang.